Obsidian Flames is almost here, and I'm going through every card in the set. Welcome to Jank Play TCG. My name's Landon, and here we play Jank. And today I'm going through just the metal type Pokemon. I'm going through one type per day, and today I'm on metal type, so welcome. And I'm super excited about metal types. Let's just jump in, right? Here we go. First metal type Pokemon we have is Scizor. We've already seen Scyther, and it uses colorless energy, so we don't have to worry about any of that shenanigans. But single metal energy, punishing Scizor's 10 damage. This attack does 50 damage for each of your opponent's Pokemon in play that has an ability. Very similar to the Flapple that we currently have, the Dragon type Flapple. You can hit for weakness with Scizor, and it has more HP. And I think that's about where the differences end. Scizor has 2 retreat costs. I'm pretty sure Flapple has 1, but Appleton has 3, so, you know. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. Flapple also works for a colorless, while Scizor has to be metal. It just doesn't excite me that much. You know, we already have a card that basically does this. For 2 metal energy, 70 damage. No. No. Just no. Skarmory. Skarmory. There we go. 1 colorless energy, 20 damage. See? 1 energy, 20 damage. Is that too much to ask for? 2 metal energy, 1 colorless, Steel Slash, 120 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't use Steel Slash. So what, it's supposed to do Peck? Like, even if that, like, restriction wasn't there, 120 for 3 energy is nothing to be excited about, even on a basic Pokemon. You're 3-hit KOing big Pokemon EX. So what's the deal, right? Yeah, kinda just don't care. It doesn't even have free retreat. It's a flying type, and it doesn't have free retreat. Alright, it is weak to lightning, while other metal types are weak to fire, so you get that flexibility, I guess. Mawile. We already had a good Mawile in Psychic, so I wonder if the metal is any good. Ability, Special Eater. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard a special energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. Oh, give us Scoop Up Net. Give us Scoop Up Net. Give us back Scoop Up Net. That's all I'm asking for. Give us back Scoop Up Net so that this can actually be good. I've been wanting an Enhanced Hammer reprint for a while, and I feel like we're getting to a point where it's like desperately needed. And just giving us Scoop Up Net would effectively give us that through this Mawile. Give us back Scoop Up Net, and this Mawile is awesome. Currently, whatever. 1 metal energy, 2 colorless, 90 damage. Just not good enough in my opinion. Bronzor and a Bronzong. Beautiful. So Bronzor, for a single metal energy mirror draw cards until you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent. That can be quite a bit against like Lost Zone decks and whatnot that just seem to accumulate a lot of cards, similar to the Gardevoir decks. So that could be pretty good. 2 metal energy, 30 damage. You're using it for mirror draw and to evolve. Bronzong, single metal energy, 20 damage. Prevent all effects of your opponent's attacks except damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. I mean, it couldn't just be all effects and damage. It had to be except damage. Like, it would have been a coin flip if it blocked damage too. So 2 metal energy, 70 plus damage if you have the same number of cards in your hand as your opponent. This does 90 more. That's 160 damage. That's a fair amount. And you don't even have to, like, worry about mirror drawing. Just Iono and Judge, mostly Judge, will take care of that effect. I think there's another card, another supporter that you drop until you have the same number plus 1. So then you just burn a card, you know? Bronzong could be secretly good. 160, 2 energy on a stage 1, and you're hitting weakness on, maybe not Gardevoir EX, but certainly Zacian and the Ice Cat, Chimpao. So, yeah, Bronzong could be secretly good. I like it. I like it a lot. Next up, Probopass. We already saw Nosepass. Nothing too exciting there. However, let's look at Probopass. For 1 metal, 1 colorless, 40 times, flip 3 coins. This attack does 40 for each heads. Nope. 3 energy, 2 metal, 1 colorless, 160 damage. During your next turn, this Pokemon can't attack. It's fine. 160 is good. I like Bronzong more. It is 1 less energy requirement for Bronzong, and it is a little bit more hoops to jump through, but I don't think you have to worry about that quite so much. Probopass, it's 160, can't attack next turn. The can't attack next turn isn't really that big of a deal, but it's 3 energy rather than 2, and I do think that could be a big deal. Without Metal Saucer in the format anymore, I think that could be a very big deal. Very hard to accelerate energy for Metal, right? I think. Well, you have Magnezone, but, like, that's not even that reliable. As you've seen with my big worm deck. Moving on. We have Excadrill, another previous evolution we've seen before, and this is just a single metal energy, 60 damage. No. Do we have that clear? No. Pawniard, 1 metal energy, triple cutter, 10 times, flip 3 coins, 10 for each heads. Okay, not great. Don't like that attack, but it's whatever. Bisharp, 1 metal energy, 20 damage. 1 metal, 1 colorless, 50, plus flip 3 coins. If one of them is heads, 20 more. If 2 of them are heads, 60 more. And if all of them are heads, 120 more. 2 energy, you're maxing out at 170, but you're really not getting there that often. Mostly you're going to be doing either 70 damage or 110 damage for 2 energy. It's fine, not something you really want to bank on, but it doesn't stop there. We have Kingambit. Kingambit is, I think this is the first time we're seeing it in metal typing. I could be wrong. I remember the darkness type. I don't remember a metal type Kingambit. So, for a single metal energy, if your opponent's active Pokemon has 4 or more damage counters on it, it is knocked down. I like that. I like that a lot. There's some funky stuff we can do with that. Oh, it's a stage 2 single energy attack, and it will just KO your opponent's Pokemon if it has 4 or more damage counters on it. Ooh, that is spicy. I love it. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, this is a jank Pokemon. If we can figure out how to do 4 damage counters fairly regularly, we have a deck. I love it. And I'm going to have to play around with it. I am excited for Kingambit, whatever you want to call him. I like Kingambit a little bit more. Togedemaru for a single colorless energy. Flip a coin if heads, prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks during your opponent's next turn. For a metal colorless energy, rolling tackle, 50 damage. Could you imagine if I did the whole video like that? Togedemaru. Not good. Skip it. We've got Meltan. For a single metal energy, 20 damage. See? 1 energy, 20 damage. Good. Not like good as in super playable or anything, but that's what we should expect. 1 energy, 20 damage. Metal EX. 1 metal energy, metal absorption. Search your deck for up to 2 basic metal energy cards and attach them to this Pokemon, then shuffle your deck. Not a fan of accelerating energy to myself. However, this is a 300 HP Stage 1 Pokemon. That's pretty big, right? 2 prizes as well. So that's pretty big. And for, what is that? 4 colorless energy, Metal Knuckle, 90 plus damage. This attack does 30 more damage for each metal energy attached to this Pokemon. If we had more reliable energy acceleration for Melmetal, this would be exciting. Right now, I don't think it's the time. I just did a metal-focused deck with Magnezone using a basic attacker. Turning that basic attacker into a stage 1 does not make a better deck, although you are doing way more damage with Melmetal than you are with Earthworm. I like it, but not yet. It needs more. It needs that energy acceleration. So, this is one of those that you hold onto the cards till later, then we get that metal acceleration, then you go nuts with it. So, yeah. Varoom, 1 metal energy, 10 damage, draw a card. Okay, 1 energy, 10 damage, but a bonus, draw a card. I like that, I like that. Let's see. Another Varoom, 1 metal, 1 colorless, suffocating gas, 30 damage. I would go with the other Varoom. Even though it's got 10 less HP, I'd still go with it. Also, it's 1 less retreat cost. Yeah, the 60 HP Varoom is better unless that 10 damage becomes super important for some reason. I don't think it will. And then we have a Reverum EX, ability Tune Up. This Pokemon may have up to 4 Pokemon tools attached to it. If it loses this ability, discard Pokemon tools until only 1 remains. Okay, 4 Pokemon tools attached to it is pretty nuts. 2 metal, 1 colorless, 170 damage. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon takes 30 less damage from attacks. That's pretty good. Reverum is really good. Being able to attach 4 Pokemon tools to it adds a lot of flexibility to it. I was working on a Jumpluff deck. This was for Paldea Evolve, so I'm not really spoiling a future deck, unless it comes back somehow. A Jumpluff deck, where the idea was you could change what tools are on your Jumpluff for the right situation. And it's a bit clunky. However, Reverum is just like, hey, if I currently have a tool that doesn't work, just attach another one. I'm cool. Like, you can just throw down as many tools as you want. And of course, if we ever get a Pokemon tool that lets you do 30 more to Pokemon EX, well, 4 of them attached to 1 Pokemon is 120 more damage, and that takes this 170 up to 290, and that's pretty exciting. Not that I would recommend that be your primary strategy, as it only works once, really. But I really like the ability, and the attack is not that bad either. Doing 170, then you take 30 less damage. Yeah, that's exciting. And that's it for Metal Pokemon. That's all of them. So to go back through, the exciting ones to me were Reverum EX, Melmetal, but not yet EX, Kingambit, definitely, Bronzong was interesting, Mawile, wow, there were a lot of interesting ones here, and I know some people are going to like Scizor, I just don't care about too much. Yeah, so lots of interesting cards from metal typing, and super excited to eventually get my hands on these cards. Actually, by the time this video goes out, I should have done at least one pre-release, and that could be that I already have my hands on the cards. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Go ahead and down in the comments, let me know what metal cards you're looking forward to, what you're going to play in your deck, and if there's any synergies I missed, comment down below. I appreciate it very much. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the rest of Obsidian Flame set review, and join the Discord where there's a lot of amazing people in there, and we're just hanging out, having a fun time, and building jank decks. And of course, until next time, keep playing jank.